Bonjour and welcome back to Gasbbuteo League, where tonight we see Le Havre take on the Reytons. Should be an interesting match. I'm enjoying a beer delivered freshly to Bristol all the way from Luxembourg only yesterday because a mate of mine went over there for a holiday and he brought it back, handed it to me this afternoon. Thank you very much, Pilts. Let's get on with it. Okay, so it has been quite a while since I last did a Gasbbuteo League match. There's no other reason for that than I've been incredibly busy on several projects. But now those are out of the way, we can crack on with things. Also, there's been a bit of a change here in England because we had a long, hot summer period of dry drought, whatever, nice warm weather, sometimes too warm, a bit uncomfortable, and that seems to have broken. So it really did change pretty much in 36 hours. So you had like this long summer that seemed it was never going to end, and then within 36 hours, it changed to continuous rain and a drop of temperature of about 10 to 15 degrees. So things really have changed. It really does feel like overnight we've gone into autumn. So yeah, lot to do because we have gotten a little bit behind with Gasbbuteo, but now that weather has broken, there should be a lot more time to spend indoors, and that's certainly why I'm here today. Although it is currently sunny outside, it has been absolutely tipping it down all day. Right, let's take the Fox's Glacier Mint off the pitch. I think that's all the players covered with wobbly polish. Shall we get on with it? Okay, lights on, 10 minutes on the clock. Le Havre have the kickoff. Let's do this. Le Havre, a lightweight figure, if you recall, versus the heavy bucket base of the Reytons, although they didn't quite reach that, so that was a bit poor. Better though. Now we've started. First kick of the ball for the Reytons. Remember, we're looking for the Reytons to do quite well in this thing. Not that I have any control over that. The goals are taken where they appear. That's a goal kick. Le Havre have the Australian keeper standing in for them. Nice little ball forward through the defence. That was a little bit poor given to the Reytons, although I'm not sure what they can do with that because that's touching that Le Havre player. So as soon as they touch it, possession is given back to Le Havre. Now, Le Havre. Now, I don't want to jinx anything. I was talking about a change in the weather in the intro to this. Let's talk about the change to Bristol Rovers. So we were all a little bit down in the doldrums about what was going on. But what a magical turnaround. 3 wins in a row, 2 of them were league games. The most recent one against Grimsby. Any Grimsby people are watching this, I've actually got 0 against, a lot of respect in fact, not just 0 against Grimsby, a lot of respect for them, like them as a team. But we did beat them 1-0, and all I can say to that, any Grimsby fans, let's just say that our need was greater than yours at this stage, right? So let's just take that one and we'll move on from there. Right, Le Havre. Got this little Reyton down here. We need to get that through there. Reyton's keeper better come across. We don't want any quick fire long shots this early in the game. Although I think they might have a go of it. Oh, it goes terribly wide. Terribly wide. So that is now a goal kick to the Reytons. Reyton's gone a little bit quiet because they're on their sort of holiday period. So they've just finished their sort of festival season, I suppose you'd call it. Ooh, that was dangerous. because now you've got Havre there. So yeah, if you watch Keeping Up with the Reytons on YouTube, which we do religiously, Sunday now, so we'll be watching it later. Yeah, I think the last couple of weeks they've all been like on individual holidays. Everyone's got to have time off to unwind and relax. Oh, that's a nice little ball, but it tapped into Le Havre. So Reytons are obviously spent the last week watching old Gasbbuteos, catching up with them. I'm pretty sure that's what they do with their spare time. Right, Reytons. That was poor, so that's a throw in now to Le Havre. This guy's going to take it. These two are going to spread out a little bit. These have got a bit of a tendency to fall over, the Frenchman. So throw in there. I think what he's going to do is move that keeper across. He's going to go for them couple in the centre. But he's not going to do it like that. Which means now Reytons have the ball. Oh, neatly done, kept. Oh, but he tripped over and missed that. Which means now Le Havre get a chance to get behind the ball. Oh, he missed that. Move out the way, referee. Which means this is now a Reytons ball. Oh, he missed it. A lot of missing going on here. I think we've talked about this before. Being out of touch when you don't play Gasbbuteo. It's no good just playing Gasbbuteo every now and then. You need to keep in touch with it. Right. But as we get into those more wintry months, should be able to get more games in. Nice little attempt, but went to Reytons' keeper. He's going to take that right away, take the kicking keeper off. Sorry, the static keeper off, the kicking keeper on. They're quite spread out, aren't they? Oh, this is a bit dodge. Oh, we wanted it up there, but not at the foot of a Frenchman. So, now, they've only got one defender down here. You better be a bit careful. He's going to pass that through. This guy's going to tap on it gently. Gently again. He got his head to the ball. Missed that though. He should have gone for a shot then. Because now the Reytons, I'm not sure what they can do with that because they're going to have to be Oh, they were incredibly accurate. So it is still the Reytons ball. I'll have to come around there and lean in front of the camera. Oh, I should have used that guy down there. I'm a little bit out of sorts with all this. Now, although possession is now Le Havre, this is very dangerous because Le Havre now have given away possession and they've dedicated all their players up the pitch there. Tap. Ooh, can we go from here? Amazingly sliced past the keeper's left hand side and then just got in that far post, trundled in. Brilliant goal by them. So that now puts us on Le Havre, who still don't have a name tag, versus Reytons. Reytons 1, Le Havre 0. We go from here. Oh, what a goal! 3:46 left in the first half. Le Havre have got the ball again, obviously. Right. Oh, now this could be quite dangerous because if they can chip that through the Gasbbuteo triangle that Reytons are holding on to, it could be a scoring opportunity. Ooh! Just went wide, bounced off the post. And that, I don't think that hit. Did that hit any of the Reytons first? Must have done because they've moved. So that's got to be a corner to Le Havre. Now, if I got that wrong, my apologies. But that's what the ref saw. He's going to move there, and this guy's running through this gap. Could be dangerous. Cameraman's fallen off his chair. Right, Le Havre. Nice ball for Le Havre. You've got a defender there blocking that, and the keeper's just going to block that other gap there. Let's see what Le Havre can do from here. It's a bit of an angle. Does he want to take the risk of tapping it first, or just go for it? He just went for it slightly wide, marginally wide by millimetres. I don't think that touched anyone. He's going to come back on. So that is a goal kick. Keeper. Nice little punt up the pitch there. Down to 2 minutes and 12 plus a stoppage for 1 goal. Havre keeper is going to have to come across there and block that. Reytons could go for a long-range goal. Ooh, great save by the French keeper. So that goes to a corner for the Reytons. This guy's going to take it. Le Havre taking no chances. They're going to send 2 men down. Reytons putting a couple of men near the D, or the centre circle, sorry. Right. Oh, precision. Passing it back a little bit. Nice little touch on. Moving it forward. Let's get the a keeper. He's got to be careful. Where's he going to go? There or there? He's going to, this Reytons fella's just going to go for it. Oh, gave it away. But, nice little try. You've got to try these things. Still in play for... Oh, still in play. And he touched it. So that means he can push it up that wing. And they got a fella down there as well. I tell you what, he's going to come across now. He took the corner before, so he's coming back into play. And he's going to punt it to his teammate, which means Reytons' goalkeeper is coming across. 23 seconds plus 30 seconds of stoppage. That was given away to the Reytons defender. Ooh dear, dodge. Because now, Le Havre. Oh, this is going to be an awkward one. So that now is a Reytons ball. It's in the box. We're going to turn that off. And we've had 1 goal, which means we'll add 30 seconds of stoppage time. 30. We'll take that straight away. Keeper coming off. This guy's coming on to do the goal kick. Comes off, he's back on. Reytons. Passed up the pitch, running up that wing. Oh, didn't quite get to that. Which means now Le Havre have to defend. They just punt it out. And it's a throw into the Reytons. 5 seconds left. We've got the throw in. The alarm's going to go. Because we've still got to do the throw in. So it's going to be a throw in, then 1 flick by the team in possession. I don't think the Reytons are really going to get anything with that. So there we have it. Half time in Le Havre versus Reytons, where we see Le Havre 0, Reytons 1. Okay, welcome back to the second half of match, whatever it is, of Gasbbuteo League, where we've got Le Havre versus the Reytons. Second half now, of course, as you will be fully aware if you're watching this video through. 10 minutes on the clock. Let's get on with it. Reytons have the ball now. Oh, that was a little bit heavy-handed, Reytons, I have to say. 1-0 at the minute to the Reytons. This is, wait there, is that still their ball? No, they missed it, didn't they? Right. Le Havre. Ooh, as it was said in a Josh McKeachin, I think he said, Rovers player in the recent interview. If you keep a clean sheet, you only need win by 1. Right, Reytons, they need to get behind this ball. No, they've missed it. Le Havre, a little bit of tapping around. That's gone out. It's a throw in to the Reytons. Bit awkward. Lot of Le Havre players around there. He's going to stay there. He's going to come back. Nice little line at the back, blocking at the front. 2 men being awkward there. Referee out the way. So it limits the options that Reytons have for their throw-in. Neatly done though. Ooh, very neatly done. Reytons, red smoke. Oh, that was awful, lads. Come on. So that's a throw-in now to Le Havre. They're taking that from there. Everyone can move their players on. That Reyton's going to move over there, be a bit of a nuisance. And this guy is going to take the throw-in. Neatly done. So that's down to, sorry, I moved him. Le Havre now. Le Havre's, oh, that's got to be a free kick. Free kick to the Reytons. From here. Now, as you notice, I was sort of umming and ahhing how I was going to approach this conversation, but I do think it's important to discuss. I'll have to try and get on with the game whilst I'm doing it. But at the minute, there's something going on in the UK called Hoist the Colours or Hoist the Flag. And it's basically about normal, I'm going to say it, I think English working class people making a point out of the fact that our flag is sometimes misrepresented by nefarious groups and also by those seeking to delete us from existence. I'm sure everyone's got their view on this, and I don't want to get too political. That's not what this programme's about, this channel's about. It's a Gasbbuteo channel. You can tell I'm talking, I'm not concentrating. But as you know from watching the channel, I've always been very proud of being English. I like it, and my view is that if you're gaslighting, to coin a very popular and overused phrase of the day, if you're gaslighting normal everyday people just for celebrating who they are, their origins and their own country, and you are gaslighting them if you're, let's put that there, so this is still a Reytons ball. You are gaslighting them if you're saying all these horrible things about them. I'm not going to go into the words that you use, but we all know what I'm talking about. Reytons! So that came off the keeper, so that is a throw into Reytons here. So I have over many years, long before this Hoist the Colours come around, I've been the sort of person that's tried to champion England, the English working class, St George Cross, our entire existence, and how we should be treated just as anyone else is. Right, throw into the Reytons. Havre sending things back. So I'm quite supportive of this Hoist the Colours, and try to be very careful here to be diplomatic. It seems to be the people that are mostly against it seem to be from one particular side of the political spectrum. Ooh, of a save by Le Havre, brilliant. And that's a shame really, because that's a part of the political spectrum that was traditionally always the side for the working class. And it seems like, certainly my view is that that's been hijacked by different groups. Let's say that, let's be nice. It's been hijacked by different groups, and perhaps the essence of supporting the working class has been lost. So that whether it's right or wrong, what we're doing. I'm not concentrating, that's what we're doing. Whether it's right or wrong, many English working class people now feel disenfranchised from that particular section of the political community. Right, so a lot of Reytons down there. Why? Oh, I did switch the keepers over, and I'm chatting, so I'm confusing myself. So the Havre are here. Oh, giving away. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say this really, basically, if you've got a problem with English people celebrating being English in England and flying our flag, and you've got zero evidence of us being in any sort of nefarious groups, which is most people, you know, it's a very small part of the English community that is a negative part of the community. Most of us are decent people. That's a throw into thingy. And if you've still got a problem with us, then quite frankly, there's no point any of us arguing with you, because you don't want to be friends with us. So quite frankly, you can do one. I've had enough. Reached 52 years of age, and I've had this all my life. You know, when I was in my 20s, I went and celebrated St. George's Day very innocently with some friends of mine. We were just walking around with a flag. That is Le Havre's ball. Now it's the Reytons' ball. Very innocently walking around, and we were blocked from going in a particular place. I'm not going to name it. It wasn't a pub or anything. It was a public area. We were blocked from going in there. And, you know, it's the same old Anglophobic rhetoric you hear all the time. You know, it gets very tiring. And I think I've just got to a stage where I just don't care anymore. If you want to think that of us, there's no point us arguing it. You know, I know what I am as a person, and people that know me know I'm a reasonable human being. Right. And if you think any different, just because I fly in St. George's Cross and identify as being English, and quite frankly, you're the problem. Right, let's just stop trying to get myself wound up. Because it does wind me up, I'm not going to lie to you. And that's what they want, of course. They want us to get wound up. Because if we do, we'll react, and then they can put that on some sort of social media, use it as some sort of evidence. I better shut up, otherwise I'm going to say things in a minute. Anyway, cry God for Harry, England and St. George, that's all I'm saying. You're never going to take the flag off me. Shall we get back to the football? Okay, so Le Havre throw-in, I think. They're going over there. What's the timer on? Did I even start it? God, that went quick. It's because I was yamming on. Throw-in to the Reytons. Reytons are of course playing this end to that end. Now if he can get the ball, can he get through there? No, didn't quite reach it. Havre, nice little ball by them. 33 seconds, he's going to take a chance. Ooh, just went wide. Reyton hearts in their mouths there. So that goes for a goal kick to the Reytons. This guy's actually going to run on. Bit of a tap, but ball wasn't technically in play. Neatly punted up the pitch by the Reytons keeper. The Havre keeper's going to come out and block that in. They're stumbling over today. No stoppage time because there was no goals. So that ends that match with a defeat for France, where we have Le Havre with no name card, 0. Reytons, 1. So, victory for the good old Reytons. I'm not sure the status of them on the table at the minute, but any victory is a good victory. So that's 3 points to them. Now, next up, I normally forget what's next up, and next up I remember because it's Bristol Rovers versus Mangotsfield. Bit of a local sort of derby there. Certainly a match that does exist and has existed. So I'm really looking forward to that one. And the two teams are, of course, not matched this season. So previously I've used Bristol Rovers as one of the heavy bucket bases, and Mangotsfield in the first Gasbbuteo League were a lightweight. Kind of the other way around now. So we've got Bristol Rovers playing in last year's unlucky kit on lightweight replica bases, and of course Mangotsfield playing on the bucket bases in their new strip from when they won the first Gasbbuteo League. Okay, so we'll be getting on with that very, very soon. But until then, up the gas! Oh, and do remember, as long as you're doing it legally and you're not going to get yourself in any sort of trouble, hoist the colours.